worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. Wait. Nature. Assembled and vastly rebettered it.
So we're up to me? Get a raise.
110% wholly plus artificial. Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy.
That they'll name you employee of the fiscal.
Attention, any and all no-getters on my payroll. It's time to recognize the downward mobile with my latest emotions report.
It's high time one of you scientist types responded to my calling cards. The position's been open for more than 2 days, and already productivity is tanked by 149.4%. You want the role, it's yours, but I'm not budging on those hourly rates.
Let me guess. You're backfilling Rasmussen's position? Or all the scientists who work with him on Cloister lying cold on the lab floor?
Both, obviously. Unless you mean to tell me a graft like yours can install itself. Do you want the job or not? We're burning starlight.
I do. Been waiting on this moment. This grafting program is a law-damned abomination. I went to your lab on Cloister, saw for myself what kind of depravity your folk got up to there. It's sick. My friend was butchered by Rasmussen. And he wasn't the only one. In fact, this program's been a sham from the start. I got tossed aside. And for what? A mistake? Ain't nothing good that's come of this. It's time to call it quits.
What a preposterous notion. Shall we stop producing inhalers because of side effects? Or shut down all food factories because one severed appendage finds its way into packaging? No, certainly not. I am not to blame for whatever inconvenience you experienced as a first edition patient. To quit now would be to toss aside all our progress. Nonsense. I have myriad data at my disposal to dispute such a claim.
Don't matter to me what your plans are, or what you think you might accomplish. You've hurt too many good folk, and I've had enough.
I fear you've gotten too negative an impression of this work. Hear me out, will you? Allow me to assuage those fears. Are you a fool? We cannot speak of sensitive business details here. There's no telling which opportunistic colleague or overpaid contractor could be listening in. Meet me in back deck steerage. Take this pass for the tram. And for law's sake, make sure no hanger-on follows you. Especially that assistant of mine next door. Chin up, dear. I believe I'll change your mind yet.
We'll see. Seen this song and dance from all manner of suits before. Reckon he'll try to reel us into a ridiculous...
Arcadia Grown League is a worthy substitute. Certainly a more profitable program than the Protectorate's watered-down rip-off pitch bowl, they call it. My, how imaginative. And don't get me started on their arbitrary rule changes. Bronzing is prohibited in the Tuesday and Thursday zones. Why even have the T-zones then? Oh, and sportsmanlike conduct is tolerated? Blood sounds like red ink. Between the Easy Heel Loafers and Spectrum Brand Bandits, I'd pit our least bankable top
From pop guns to self...
Then you need a good set of armor before someone succeeds in ventilating you.
32 bats benched. They'd forfeit by middle time. It
welcome. Here at UNA.
As human billboards. Of course, I also enjoy the simple pleasure of watching professional athletes bludgeon each other. Such a interest.
Against the little person, as they tried with us at Tau Ceti. But did Auntie Cleo take Spacer's Choice devious shenanigans lying down? No! Just like our sponsored tossball team, the Auntie Cleo's darling. To do when things were down at the end of the sponsorship series against the Spacers Chosen.
I'm Jean Turfer-Tyler, 6th base person for the Auntie Cleo's Darlings. I cleaved Spacers Chosen's goalie at the end of the 56th inning, then made a Sunday goal to win the game. Whenever I see that Moon Man's grinning face, I want to cleave it in twain. Auntie's Choice! Darlings! We won! Axel, take over this! Right back at you.
Sorry, time is bits. Bits is time. Or are, that is.
You're lucky we're patient sorts.
Ah, you came. Foolish, aren't you? Thinking I'd reveal my secrets to the likes of you. Ha! Contractors, now's your chance. First one to kill these imbeciles gets a one-time immune assault discount.
Aggressor at hand.
discount come through, my good Biff? That discount will be applied to your next purchase at the commissary, but cannot be combined with other... Ah! You! You're still alive!
Ain't gonna be that easy to get rid of us, you idiot. This how you treat all folk who approach you in good faith?
No folk have ever made it this far. How did you get past all my contractors? They were heavily trained and heavily expensive. Whatever for. I've never met a problem I couldn't throw a bit cartridge at. So what's your price?
Don't you get it? We don't want your money, you sprat fucker.
This again? What is it with you? No! I've no incentive to shut down my life's work, especially at the demand of common thugs. Maybe so. If I ever hoped to court investors again, I needed proof of concept. And with Rasmussen gone, I suppose that time has passed. Fine, fine. You win. I hereby resign, and you can keep this as proof. Any bits left in my office are yours. Just, please, don't follow me.
Good riddance. But this ain't over yet. The other executives will be notified the moment Willard flees the undisputed claim. And within hours, dozens of rung climbers will be at the tower jockeying for his position. It's all but certain that they'll claim his work for their own and make his bastardization of a grafting program all the worse if they so choose. Ain't about to let that happen. Ain't suggesting. I'm telling you that we can't stand by and do nothing. It's obvious he was up to his neck in some scheme. If we dig it up and get the word out, his legacy will be in shreds. Maybe folk will be less inclined to follow in his footsteps. Should all but guarantee that Willard can't come crawling out from whatever rock he's keen to hide under, in any case. I don't know. Folk here are a whole lot more callous than I'd anticipated. Look how they treat the contractors, the down-and-outers. Who's to say that hearing some sob story won't just make them shrug and be thankful they ain't involved? All right. We ought to start by searching his office. Any evidence we can find regarding money or business dealings could be of value. Once we got what we need, we can head to the recording studio to get the word out. The promise of a scandal should be enough to get in the door.
You look unfortified. Getting enough emulsifiers in your diet?
I done falled off the corporate ladder.
Tramicular, arriving any moment now.
The story of Anti-Cleo versus the Moon Man is a
Thanks for working hard so I don't have to.
legend to be handed down from modesty each successive generation. Spacer's choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations, who unfairly stacked the deck against the little person, as they tried with us in Tau Ceti. But did Anti-Cleo take Spacer's choice devious shenanigans lying down? No! Just like our sponsored tossball team, the Anti-Cleo's Darlings refused to do when things were down at the end of the sponsorship series against the Spacer's Chosen.
I'm Jean Turfer-Tyler, 6th base person for the Anti-Cleo's Darlings. I cleaved then made a Sunday goal to win the game. Whenever I see that Moon Man's pretty face, I want to cleave it in twain. Anti-choice! Darlings! We won! Hostile takeover this! Right back at you. I'm Anti-Cleo, and
Can't tell the difference between cover and concealment? Then you need a good set of armor before someone succeeds in ventilating you.
Don't move. You're wanted for crimes against Auntie's choice. Make ready your bits, or make peace with the architect.
Commander, if you'd like to have me handle this, I'm more than able.
Forecast time, starting with product development, the boar's loaf and butter of our entire operation. Thanks to our marketing wizard selling the sizzle.
Everything seems to be in order. Carry on.
You know I got eyes on stimulants and nutrition supplements are 11%.
Which do you like invading more? The Protectorate or the Order?
Well, that Protectorate you ain't saying was downright under. Right unnerving, but at least they don't worship numbers or such.
You never know what else they're only saying half the time.
Whatever they're working on, don't worry about it. All I know is that as your chief executive, I've fostered a healthy cutthroat rivalry between our top divisions. Jealousy, hard feelings, really stirring the pot of unorthodox? Well, no, not really. But I get results, writ large and black ink on our balance sheet. Your employees have a profitable day.
You cannot be here. My contract stipulates that this lab door remains locked at all times. I am not to be disturbed. Ha! That's funny, considering the heaps of times I've been called such.
I'm here to tell you that your treacherous fiend of a boss is now out of commission, and I'm investigating all of his indiscretions. You wouldn't happen to know about any unsanctioned business dealings, would you?
Ah, I'm afraid I can't help with that. I've only spoken with him once, upon my hiring. Well, yes, but not here or face to face. I was to have all communications sent to a private room at the Best Choice. He held all his business dealings and records therein. I gather he was circumventing intellectual property taxes or some such.
The Best Choice. That's the lounge for VIPs, looking out over the Esplanade, if I'm remembering right. We might pay it a visit. Oh, law. That room is what he meant by the carousal corner in that terminal entry, isn't it?
If that's all, I'll thank you kindly for closing the door when you leave.
Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption of embedded chemicals with Auntie's choice. An artificial life is a life that's sweeter. Sweeter with Auntie's choice. Item, business is good. Now positive bit flow. Our portfolio is diversified, but we can
Samples from out east.
Horse comestibles! Horse comestibles! We're literally giving them away!
Sorry. Yes, I understand I may look in charge, but I'm just minding the desk for our esteemed director. The real talent, as they say.
I need to get a message on the broadcast, urgently. Can you help with that?
Not unless you need any clever pointers on enunciation. Our director, however, is in one of the recording booths. Through the door to your left. You'll want to speak with her.
You're supposed to squeeze blood from every contract, not put us in the red. Learn to negotiate.
No autographs, I'm afraid. Not outside of that. Normally I would. Sorry, no autographs.
I'm not paying professional hunters to run a petting zoo. Acquire. Exploit the local fauna like it's your life's work. I get it. Between the rifts, aggressive rivals.
Sorry.
There's a lot of volatility out there right now. The market hates uncertainty. Can't say I care for it either. But I'll have no...
Sorry.
Respected subordinate.
Purple berry product sample! The purple berry product sample!
I promise we will all thrive.
Ever miss a limited time offer and wonder about how your life would have been?
To shop for Auntie's Choice products. We have a wide range of goods for every budget, from the most extravagant to the most bit-minded of customers. We have food and drink for every taste and meal you can imagine.
Is for chumps and injecting is for idiots. Come and just step on up and pick your poison or your healthy poison. Well,
Also, the only retailers for parasite-free purple berries.
We got your unrelated bric-a-brac right here.
Any kind of parasite found
At Unrelated Bric-a-Brac, we offer only the oddest of fear.
Auntie's Choice or its subsidiary companies, and the eating of said parasite absolves Auntie's Choice of any legal responsibility for distributing throughout the galaxy.
Purple berry product sample!
Live, love,
Sorry,
laugh.
in the midst of
As your peerless leader known for her unparalleled business acumen, I might appear above the occasional frivolity. I do enjoy...
Yes, may I help you somehow? Likely by reminding you that this is not the entrance for unwashed service plebes. Please go tell your manager to fire you. Then follow proper protocols, or we'll find other vendors to patronize.
Certainly a more profitable program than the Protectorate's watered-down ripoff. Pitchball, they call it. My, how...
Oh, really? You think that you belong in our lounge, dressed like that? 3 cysty pigs in a trench coat would have a better shot at getting in than you do right now. The owner tasked me with maintaining the posh allure of the best choice, and you are hardly the kind of inestimable personage that would be proper to admit.
VP of Experimental Operations.
About yay high, of questionable disposition, has an unusual sour smell.
Never quite got close enough to verify such. But you do know of him?
That's a great question. I couldn't possibly say. Oh, one of his associates, are you? How unpleasant. I suppose it's no surprise, seeing that you have one of his soldiers with you.
I'm not one of his.
Yet here you are, asking after him, with obvious familiarity.
It would be an embarrassment of body holds. Imagine the ad windfall.
Commander, surely we shouldn't...
Oh, are you now? Wonderful. I absolutely despise that sprat hole. I hope you managed to bury his career forever. Demotion through mandatory retirement? That's certainly something I can get behind. Oh, to hell with it. The VP was a frequent guest, so please, do come in and have a look around. It is our hope that you have a lucrative and luxurious visit to the best choice.
Ooh, bet they charge 20 bits a bottle here.
Oh, look at... See? They're letting in anyone now. Oh, don't we all? If him up.
Everyone has their little hype product line will sell the most, but I say you need to ask the common bottom line.
Yeah, this is about what I expected.
Auntie's Choice. Trust your auntie. Limber up for a motivating lecture, employees. Just because your Auntie Cleo reached the top of the corporate ladder doesn't mean she can't resonate some bottom-rung relatability. Business is much like tossball, a game of inches and foot goals played with an excess of necessary roughness. And like tossball, there's more than one way to make a killing. Why, I was just...
You're back. You ain't soiling our fine establishment with your presence. Think I made that real clear. All right. I'll grant that was passingly clever. I suppose I can make an exception just this once. For a moderate contribution to my post-Boniface retirement fund.
Let's not get swindled out of our hard-earned bits, huh? We'll find another way in.
My, but aren't you a charmer? Clearly, there's more to you than the way you dress. Very well. I'll grant entry for the normal luminary rate. Excellent.
That vent looks to be a viable way to get where we're going.
This is a marathon, not a sprint to get home. Wednesday zone, although it is that sometimes you can't score a body goal without an offsides hug. By the rules, or play to win. You are both demotivated. Certainly you are. Now, step up to the line of scrummage and let's...
Welcome to Wireless-Free Arcadia Studios. Thessaly Falk, Director of Talent Placation and General Runnings. Here to contract a recording or in the market for autographs?
Holt sent me to speak with you. I got a message I'd like to send out over the wireless. Trust me, this is one all the folk in Auntie's Choice won't want to miss.
Is that so? Well, the more riveting the content, the larger our commissions. However, as you're without an appointment and I'm quite busy, I'm afraid I've only time to record one take. Do make it count. Shall we begin?
Glad we're in agreement. I'm here to expose the truth about a prominent vice president. His business dealings are not what they seem.
That's quite the bold claim. Now remember to speak into the mic, dear. Enunciate clearly, but with feeling. Inhabit the words. Be the message. Joining us today in the studio is a very special guest and rare specimen indeed, a grafted soldier. And one who alleges that one of Auntie's own vice presidents is not who he seems. Take it away.
Inez Seelong speaking. I got intel on an illegal program led by Vice President of Experimental Operations, Willard Conan. Folk aplenty suffered because of it.
Some say there cannot be success without suffering. It's more or less standard operating procedure, isn't it? Unless you're leaving out any gory details.
At Auntie's Choice, we strive to be 110% wholly plus artificial.
Some within our organization might call that frugal, thrifty even. That is, why waste a perfectly good resource when no one else has use for it?
These are human beings I'm speaking of, not barrels of void damn uranium. They were good folk who didn't know what they were signing up for. They deserved better. But if that ain't incriminating enough for you, Willard had himself some money problems, which ain't too distant from a grave sin far as Auntie's concerned.
Ah, now we're getting somewhere. Tell me, did he squander all his bits on drink? Bet it all on a tarmac and cheese rebranding? Or worse? Thoroughly recount every lurid detail?
He stole from Auntie directly. I have here, in his own words, an admission to the crime. It's go-getterness gone too far. And you know what happens to one of Auntie's nephews who misbehaves?
Splendiferous! Couldn't hardly get more sensational than that if we tried. The audience will be on the edge of their seat hearing all the ghastly minutiae about this scandal.
I think we did it. Won't know for sure until the broadcast airs, of course, but Law, I reckon I might finally be able to put this to rest. For Ortiz. For everyone. Thank you, Commander.
Oh, Inez, almost forgot. We have a bit of a goodie bag for special guests who visit the studio. You qualify. Do collect it from the front desk on your way out.
And short on ideas. Then you agonized for weeks that your comment might get back to me. Anxiety gnawing at your guts. Good news! Your new role as intake reading specialist will be far less stressful. Oh, I just received an addendum on a late-breaking and quite literal termination. Dr. Rasmussen, new site sanitation manager in experimental
comestibles! Horse
Try
comestibles! We're literally number one of our popular horse products!
Have time for a chat, Commander? You hear my interview over the wireless, too? They've been playing it every hour. Part of it, anyway. Seems all the evidence we brought Thessaly made an impression. Other VPs are fearing for their jobs now. Can you imagine? Reckon nobody will touch Willard's work now. Definitely. I'd bet a post-mortem on Willard's activities is being drafted as we speak. Few are keen to repeat the same mistakes as someone trotted out as a cautionary tale. If I ain't said it recently, then let me say it again. Thank you. I don't think I could have done right by Ortiz all on my own. Nobody has to be hurt like he was again. Reckon I'll find a way to look after the other grafted soldiers out there. It's what Ortiz would have wanted, and what he deserved. But all that'll come after we save Arcadia. You know, it's hard to fathom that just months ago I spent so much law-damn time begging to be accepted, like I was worth only what other folk thought of me. I was so lost. I really believed when I ended my contract that a better life was possible. I know the truth about Auntie's choice now, and I know who I am. So yeah, a better life is possible, just not at someone else's mercy. I ain't gonna let myself or anyone else be led into the same trap they set for us, ever again. I will, Commander. Anyhow, that's enough sorting my thoughts for the moment. We got a galaxy to save.